Hey guys, I wanted to shoot a video. This is kind of on a whim. It was inspired by someone that sent me a message today, and actually it was yesterday. And the message was basically they're looking into my program, right? I'll just read it. I'll just say, Nick, I want to do this course. It's not like I don't want to do it because I think it's a scam, because I've seen the results, but I'm just nervous about it, period. Did you go through this when you first started? So bottom line, the person, he's nervous about investing in the program because he doesn't want to fail. And the answer to his question is I still get nervous to this day whenever I have to invest in myself or in my business. And that's what I told him. I still get nervous, and that's the truth. And he says, yeah, that helps. I just don't want to fail. And I totally get that. I totally get that. And I want to talk about that with you guys today, about failure. Okay. I think this is something we all share, right? We all share a fear of failure. We want to succeed, but we don't want to fail. And there may be different reasons why we don't want to fail. Maybe it's because we don't want to be disappointed. We don't want to disappoint someone else. We don't want to look stupid. We don't want to be embarrassed. Whatever it is, right? So let's talk about failure, and let's talk about what that is. I'm going to share something with you. If we just go to Google, first let's define what is failure, okay? Right here it says failure is lack of success. Well, that's kind of, but then the question is, well, what is success? I like this second one, the omission of expected or required action. Okay. Let's go to Merriam-Webster Dictionary. Let's see what they have to say about failure. Failure is the omission of occurrence or performance, specifically a failing to perform a duty or expected action. And then there's some others, a state of inability to perform a normal function, an abrupt cessation of normal functioning, a fracturing or giving way under stress, lack of success, failing in a business, falling short, deterioration, decay, etc. Okay. One thing that's also interesting, let's check out if my computer will work for us. See what Wikipedia has to say about failure. Failure is the state or condition of not meeting a desirable or intended objective, and may be viewed as the opposite of success. The criteria for failure depends on context and may be relative to a particular observer or belief system. One person might consider a failure what another person considers a success, particularly in cases of direct competition or a zero-sum game. Similarly, the degree of success or failure in a situation may be differently viewed by distinct observers or participants, such that a situation that one considers to be a failure, another might consider to be a success, a qualified success, or a neutral situation. Okay, I like this. I like this. Let's talk about that. So this talks about how failure for one person might be a success for another. What's an example of that? Well, if we use Wikipedia's definition, failure is the state or condition of not meeting a desirable or intended objective. So let's use an example. Let's say I have a goal, right? I have a goal. Let's say I have a goal of making, I don't know, let's say I want to make $5 million in a year. I'm just pulling that number out there. So I have that goal, right? I want to make $5 million in a year. And let's say by the end of 2021, I only make $1 million. Well, I failed. I am a failure because I did not meet my objective, right? But then someone else may look at that and be like, but wait a minute, you still made $1 million. And so it's all about context, guys. It's relative. At the end of the day, we determine what our successes are, and we determine what our goals are and our objectives in life. And there may be multiple examples that I could use where we failed to achieve our goal, but then someone else could look at that and be like, holy cow, you're a success. Hopefully that makes sense. Because yeah, I could fail at a lot of things. I could fail at completing my goal, but still be a success in the eyes of many, many people. And at the end of the day, let's say I don't meet that goal. Let's say if I had that goal of $5 million in a year and I only make one, am I going to be sad that I failed to meet my goal? I'll be disappointed, right? But I'm still going to be happy with making $1 million if that's what happened. And so I think there's this mindset, right, that failure is bad. Failure is not bad. Failure is just part of life. Failure is a teacher. Failure is part of the game. And so I would ask, if you're afraid to fail, why? Why are you afraid to fail? What's the reason? And then consider, okay, you have a goal, right? Let's say you have a goal to make 100,000 in a year in overages. Let's say you only make 70. You fail. You came up short. You're a failure because you didn't hit your goal. But are you going to be mad that you still made $70,000 in pursuit of that goal? Are you still going to be disappointed? Maybe a little bit. But here's what I want to get across, guys. The majority of people will not try something because of fear of failure. And that is the biggest failure of all, is not even putting in an effort to try and go and accomplish something that you want because you're afraid you're not going to make it. That is the biggest failure of all. And we've all done it. We have all done that. I've done it. There have been things that I have wanted that I just say, you know what? I don't think I'm going to get that, so I'm not even going to try. I've done that. I think everyone's done that. And that's the biggest bullshit and failure that you can achieve in life, is not even trying. Because here's the thing. There are no guarantees, right? You can invest, you can try something, you can go in pursuit of a goal, and there's no guarantee that you'll achieve that goal. However, if you choose not even to try, well, then you're guaranteed no change. You're guaranteed nothing different in life. You're guaranteed the same of what you are getting now by not even trying. I hope this helps you guys. What I'm just trying to say is failure is relative, and your failure could be someone else's successes. And at the end of the day, we should be searching out failure. Because if we're failing at something, it means we're actually trying. It means we're actually doing something. If you're not failing at anything in life, then what the hell are you doing? If you're not experiencing failure on a regular basis, then what are you doing with your life? I've failed many times. I've failed in my business. I've failed in relationships, but I've taken those failures and I've learned from them to become a better person. If I have failed as a husband in the past, I've used that to become a better husband today. If I failed as a businessman in the past, I've used that as a lesson to become a better businessman today. If I have failed in pursuit of health goals, that's how, for those of you that work out, you lift weights. If you're not failing, then your muscles aren't growing. Okay? Failure's part of the exercise game. Let's talk about sports. For those of you that have ever done sports, played sports, why is it that most people are spectators of sports? Because they never got in the game. Because when you get in the game, when you get in the ring, if you're a fighter, you have a high chance you're going to lose. You're going to fail, at least a 50-50. But you can never be a winner if you don't get in the ring. You can never be a winner if you don't risk actually failing. And the bottom line is the fear, whenever you have an opportunity to invest in yourself or to do something new, the fear doesn't go away, guys. I still feel fear. A real life example. Last year, I was invited to join a mastermind. It was going to cost $25,000. I didn't want to do it. I was afraid. I was like, why? Why would I give up $25,000 to join this mastermind and network with people? Like, I don't want to do that. It's a lot of money. But because I didn't want to do that, because I was feeling that fear, that was a trigger for me, and I knew I had to. I knew I had to join that because it was putting me in an uncomfortable place, and I was feeling that fear. That's a trigger, meaning I should go do it. And I did. I can tell you right now, one person I met at that mastermind increased my bottom line 6 figures last year. One person, one relationship increased the bottom line of my business 6 figures last year. Now, did I know that going into it? I didn't. But had I not done that, I would have lost 6 figures. But again, there's no guarantees. There's no guarantees in life, guys. But the takeaway is, do not be someone that doesn't try out of fear of failure. Because if you don't even try, then you're guaranteed to get what you've always gotten. Now, if you're happy with your life and what you have now, then you don't need to try. You're good. But if you know that you can be more and have more, or you want to have more in life and be more in life, then you have to try. And you have to risk failure. And you will experience fear. And you probably will experience failure in your pursuit of your goals. That's probably a guarantee. Everybody loses. Not everyone has a 100% success rate. Nobody does. Despite what you may see on social media. People only share this highlight reels, but at the end of the day, everyone has losses. Everyone has failure. Failure is a condition of our human existence. So just accept it. Just accept it. Learn from it. Don't try to avoid failure. And not even try. So I hope that helps you guys. I fail all the time. I feel fear all the time. But it's because of my failures that I've been able to change my life. Because I was willing to try things and to risk failing, to risk looking dumb, to risk losing money, to risk feeling stupid and feeling like an idiot and looking dumb in front of my family and friends. If I hadn't been willing to do those things, I wouldn't be where I am today. All right, guys. Hope that helps. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy your weekend. We'll see you.